Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine, doing awesome actually. So today, welcome back to another building tips and tricks video where I'm going to be showing you guys some more uses with the new Nether Blocks. Alright, so starting off with some pretty basic and pretty obvious designs here. We have a black stone wall, and we also have a quartz brick wall, which looks really cool. Now, I love how this quartz brick actually looks. I was not a big fan of it at first, but I think we're able to build sort of more white style of castles now, brighter style of castles. And I think it's going to be kind of cool. I think it's going to add for a different style of castles, and I just wanted to show this to you. Now, the granite and also the terracotta is a little bit questionable, but you know, you guys can play around with this and it's just to give you a little bit of ideas. And then we also have the black stone as well, more dark and not as bright, definitely not as bright, but it utilizes the more evil side of the palette, I guess you could say, the more block palette that you have here. And I think it looks really cool. I think it looks really nice. I think both of these designs could add for some different and unique castle designs. You know, I think you're going to see that a lot in 1.16. All right, so this is kind of a unique design. Some people might not even use this, but I just think it's a really cool idea to use the soul fire as like kind of a backing for like eyes, for like glowing, menacing, evil looking eyes. I just think this looks really cool. I actually did a ice crown build. I didn't make a video of it or anything, but I did an ice crown build where on ice crown there's like these skulls in the front that have like glowing eyes, and I just thought this was really cool to kind of, you know, you can have sort of this really cool looking effect now with the soul fire. I think soul fire is just absolutely amazing. And blue fire, I mean, how could you not love it? Okay, now how could you not like this? We're actually able to make proper swings on a playground now using chains. I mean, that is just amazing. Only if they could move, right? Only if the chains and all that stuff could actually move and you could utilize a swinging motion to make an active swing. But no, unfortunately, we are stuck with just this and not really fun playground. But hey, you can make it look good. So yeah, all we're doing is just placing some slabs next to each other and just having the chains go up like this, and they leave this little gap for you to sit between them, and I think it looks really cool and it works really effectively. We have a nice little concrete sort of beams going across here just to act as like poles or whatever. And then we also have the sand on the bottom here just to act as that little safety feature that you always see in playgrounds. You fall off the swings, you're not going to get too hurt. But yeah, I really like this. I might build a park now. I'm not sure. I should build a park on Afterlife. I think it'd look really cool now. All right, so I have two designs sort of in one, two different variations, and that is using the new quartz bricks. So this block right here, this lovely block right here. Again, I wasn't a big fan of it until I started trying to figure out what it was sort of used for. I'm not a total fan of it, you know, not fully, but you know, I think it works pretty good. I think it works enough, right? Especially for this. And this is amazing. Okay, this is awesome. You can have this nice bright bathroom, but now you can actually have shower tiles in the bathroom. And I think, oh wow, this is a use that quartz brick really brings to the table. I mean, come on, it just has that look of it being like shower tiles and all that good stuff. Oh, it's just so good. I love this. And you can stand over here, get showered on. Wow, it's amazing. This is really good. And this is just the blue variant, and I also have a crimson variant as well. I'm using the new blocks as wallpapers because I really like how subtle these colors are. And they just act as a nice, like, either wallpaper or just paint on the wall. It's a nice colored wall. And as you can see, we're utilizing the bricks over here as well. You can kind of see it. I took out the little shelving units. That way you guys can see it in more of a sort of the tile pattern a little bit better. And this is just a different variant of the same bathroom, you know, different light fixtures and all that stuff. I really like this one. I really like how this acts as tiles for a bathroom. And you could potentially use this everywhere. You could even use this in a kitchen design if you really wanted to. It's all up to your imagination, but yeah, this looks really nice. I love it. The next few designs that I have for you are utilizing more of the chain block. So this is just some ideas that I have for you. So this right here is just a bell. This is like a little golden bell or whatever, and this is like a little silver bell. And what we're doing here is I'm not just using the black stone walls here. No. I'm using chains as like the little dingly doob. I don't know what to call it. It's the thing that rings the bell. Okay, come on now. But yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really effective. Whereas before you could probably use maybe, I don't know, iron bars, right? You could probably put in here some. It doesn't look as good, right? It doesn't look as good. Chains, they don't stick to the sides like iron bars do. You can see they stick to the side blocks. Chains, they just go right through. They avoid all that, and they work really well for things like this. Very minor, little change, but it's so effective. If you're going to be building a bell tower anytime soon, I highly recommend using the chain block once it comes out in 1.16. It's so perfect for that. That little change, it just works so well. And again, over here, we have the scales of justice, or whatever. Just a regular scale. It doesn't have to be, a specific scale. But yeah, this is basically this little scale here. And as you can see, we're using the chains once again. Whereas before, if I just show you real quick, if we were to use iron bars, and you can kind of see, doesn't have that same effect. I love chains. I love them. I think chains are amazing. They work so effectively in situations like this. But again, something so simple, but it works so effectively. Use this in like your courtroom or like a courthouse design, or I don't know, whatever you want to. I don't know why you'd build a scale this big, but hey, it's there. It's there for you. You can utilize this and utilize the chains. It's just to give you a different perspective on what things can be changed with change. Chains. That is a very tricky sentence to say. I'm not going to say it ever again. Maybe. We'll see. And finally, I have some, little bits of chandelier designs for you. So this is going to be a big change, actually. A really big change for chandeliers, because I have a few examples here that are going to show you. So this right here, the nice little chandelier design. We're using the soul torch, a soul fire torch. It looks pretty cool. I think it's a nice little variant to the regular torch. But you can also use lanterns as well. You can go crazy. You can do a whole bunch of things with chandeliers. But this is just to show you the effectiveness, once again, of chains. Chains. This is one of those things where they just, oh my gosh, chandeliers are going to look 10 times better now. The main thing is that you can see with this chandelier design, it goes all the way down through the bottom of it, and it doesn't attach to the sides of the fences. Whereas before, and you'll see this again, look at that. See how this, look at that. Oh, wow, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. But like if you bring the chains up all the way through, that doesn't look like a half-bad chandelier. Now, it's not one of my favorite chandeliers. This is, I think, better. But it's just showing you the possibilities that we now have with these chains. And it just looks like it's dangling. It just has that really nice effect. Again, over here, we have this chain going all the way through. Now, we connect it up here, right? As like a strong point of the chandelier. Because if we just had chains going all the way through, well, it doesn't look like it's holding anything. The chains don't look like they're holding anything, so we have to connect it at some point. So you can see we connect it there. That actually looks pretty cool. So it connects down to this bottom one over here. Whereas before, if we were to do a chandelier design like this, it would look like this. And this really doesn't look good. It's very bulky. It's very clumsy looking. It doesn't, you know what I mean? You look up, when you look up at a chandelier, you want to be able to look up at it and be like, wow, that's a nice chandelier. Which one are you going to look at? This one. This one looks so much better. Chains have changed building. I'm telling you, it's great. It's fantastic. So we're just going to change this one over real quick because we don't want to see that ugliness. There we go. Wow. I love that. I love that. And you can still utilize, some elements like that. Or if you wanted to use a fence instead. Yeah, something like that. Make it have like a little attach on point there. Whatever you would want to do with that. But yeah, that looks really cool. Chandeliers, the scales, the bells, everything. I mean, all of this different stuff is just things that we're used to building are being changed with just all these little minor little changes, but it works so effectively and it works so much better. That's why I love chains. I think chains just work so well as all the other blocks. I mean, now bathrooms are going to look super good with the quartz brick and everything. It's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I love this update. Builders are going to have so much fun with this update. There's so many different things you can do. There's so much stuff. And yeah, guys, that's going to do it. If you want to check out my first video that I did, the Nether building tips and tricks video that I did, which did fairly well, so thank you very much for that. I will leave a little eye up in the top right corner. And yeah, I'll also link it in the description as well. But yeah, you can check that out. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It'll give you more building advice. I got more Nether videos coming up in the future. As always, guys, don't forget to be awesome. And I'll see you guys next time.